Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is a new video, and if you like this video, please make sure to like the video and subscribe down below and hit the bell notification icon too, so you can get a notification when I post again. If you can hear this, this is water. We have spoon inside and salt in it. So basically, for today's video, if you look at the caption, you're going to see I'm talking about my first 3 times. And I'm going to be telling you guys this story while I'm drinking salt water. I've always been seeing videos of people drinking this salt water thing, and it's like this kind of flush and stuff like that. I'm always like, okay, how bad can it get? But if you guys know me, if you do tend to know me, among savory, sweet, sour, salty is like my third best. That's like the second most hated. I don't like salty things. I like my food savory or sweet. Salty and sour, yeah, like one things I hate. So what I mean by my first 3 times, I don't know what has entered people's head, I know what has entered people's head, but I'm gonna be talking about the first 3 times. I broke a bone. I'm so sorry if you thought this was something else, but no. I'm going to be talking about the first 3 times I broke and dislocated my bones. Wish me luck. What's the... I think I added so much salt, So I had to throw away the first water. That was way too much salt. I don't know if that was the recommended salt to take. I don't know. I think taking too much salt isn't good for your body, but the things I do for you guys. So I added another 2 teaspoons of salt in this one. I think the last one was 4 or 5. I don't even know, and it took me long to dissolve it. So yes, I'm going to be talking about the first 3 times I broke my bones. And if you know me, well, most of you don't, but then I have this nickname. There's this nickname I have when I was in secondary school. It was called Breakable. Now, how did this nickname come about? JS2 was the breaking point of my life. In JS2, I broke my first bone. I broke my first bone, and it wasn't just it wasn't normal all these people that would just break their bones and yay, that's the end. No, I broke my bone and I dislocated it. I dislocated my bones, and it wasn't even funny because why would that happen to me? But it happened too. So the first thing happened, okay, in JS2. So that morning was a very beautiful morning. I had my mom on the phone that morning, so she was talking about bringing a goat to the house, and it's been so long I've seen live goats. That was what broke my bone. But so that evening, it actually rained. I was at home, my auntie, so it was raining, and we had recently cemented the side of our house, the kitchen part of the house, so that place was still slippery, and it was raining. My auntie was shouting, "Don't come down, baby, don't come down." I was like, I'm a very respectful person, so I actually agreed. I didn't come down, I didn't do anything. So my auntie was like, she was at the other side of the house. She was on call with my mom. I was hearing them talk about goats. My curiosity was just fueling. As the more I heard about the goats, the more I wanted to see the goats they were bringing. The next thing, my younger brother shouted from the parlor. He was like, "Hey, there's a goat in the car." Yeah, God, whatever my auntie was saying, she was on her own. Baby, don't come down. She was just looking to herself at that point, because I already come down, and I was so happy. One step I was on the floor, one step I was in the air. The last thing I knew, I was back on the ground. My hand was in blinding pain. It was in blinding pain. It wasn't even funny that day. So after everything, I was not shouting. My auntie actually thought it was play. Play. That's how we started. It's still. So that's how I broke my first bone. After that thing happened, so we went to my mom's friend's pharmacy. She just told me, and it was actually very funny because when we first got there and everything, so she was she took this heat spray, sprayed my hand, was massaging my hand. After she finished massaging my hand, I couldn't turn my hand. My hand was like this, so I couldn't turn it over. After everything, she gave them the heat spray, to massage my hand like every night. My auntie massaged the living whatever that was in me out of my hand. Like it wasn't just funny. It wasn't really funny then, but it was actually very heartbreaking. So that one went past. Like that particular hand really like gave me issues because my hand's still spelled. If you know, like, see, it's not the same thing. This hand is different, and this hand, like, you can see the curve there. So after that hand first broke, then there was this time like my mom went somewhere, so I followed my mom. I was young then, I was just so I used to follow everybody everywhere. So I followed my mom there. So my hand was like, I couldn't still turn my hand. It was actually giving me like serious issues, like bad issues. That's when I knew that your left hand is meaningful, like very meaningful. So whatever happened again, Seth? After that, my mom was just going to different places. Any place she'll go to with me, they'll give her an option and she'll try it out. Until one day, someone asked my mom, let me go for x-ray. Like, mind you, during all these times that these things were happening, I've not gone for x-ray yet. So went for okay, when we got to the we went to the FMC in my state. When we got there, this like I think I don't know, we doctors on strike that time or what, but they then like recommended us to someone else, one specialist hospital like that. We now went to specialist hospital. When we got there, the man just took my hand and told me that I'm going to put my hand in a cast, and my hand will be in cast for like 6 weeks. Okay, now at first I was like, okay, cast is cool. Like, they make it look cool in movies. It wasn't funny. So after my cast was on, I was walking around with my cast for like 2 weeks. My hand was getting more and more uncomfortable. Like this was like almost a month this whole thing happened. Then one day, my mom now went to go and print out something. I now met one man. Hey, Jesus! Like, I now met this man. I don't know who sent him to my life. Like, I don't know who sent him. He just came out of nowhere. Like, I don't understand who sends that man to my life. Just entered that day. Like, my mom was gonna print out something. So the man was there now. I wasn't looking at my hand. I was not asking her what happened. So like after my mom was finished explaining the story to him, so he was like, that I should remove my cast. I was actually happy to remove my cast that day because 2 weeks already, I'm done. I'm tired of the cast. So I removed my cast that day. I removed my cast that day. My hand was like horrible. Like it swole so much. Like, my hands, and I still couldn't turn it. Life went on. So like after then, now the man now, hey. That day wasn't funny because like the man told my mom was gonna buy a boniki now. My mom now went to go and buy happily and blissfully. What she would do, whatever she can do to like save my hand. She can buy a boniki balm. My mother bought a boniki balm. Sets me with that man up. That's how the man was here. I was this way. The man just took my hand. Hey! Under his arm, my mother held me down. Come and see. Everybody, like every shop that was around that printing place that they knew that somebody was screaming. Like, of course. Like that, like after the man has pressed my hand for like over 30 minutes. Do you know it's gonna tell my mother, it's gonna tell my mom that my mom should give him our address that he'll be coming to press my hand every 2 days. And I was like, look at this man, you are who planned this? When did we agree? My mom was like, thank you. My mom was saying the man, thank you. My hand, I had nightmares that night. It wasn't just funny that day. So like later now, I never saw that man again, and I was so happy that I never saw him again in my life. Then later, whatever happened, but I don't know what led to what. Someone recommended one native man to my mom. Like he treats the native, not native doctor as a babalawo, but I mean like native doctor as a doctor who uses herbs to treat. So that's who we now went to. So we immediately just on my hand, like I either went for an x-ray, and I found that I dislocated my wrist and I broke, like I fractured, like there's this bone here that I broke. Like it didn't came out from my hand. It wasn't just part of my like my bone again. It was when I went to the man just took my hand. The man pressed my hand. Like he pressed my hand. After he finished pressing, he just told my mom that he doesn't need the x-ray, that he knows what's wrong with my hand. Then we started treatments from them. I still have a scar. Like, cause then we don't use scars today. What they use is sticks and ropes. So like this was a scar from when the rope dug deep into my hand. God. Now, second time I broke my bone was in JS3. I was in JS3, remember that day? Like that was the most embarrassing day of my whole life. I was in We're in just three that time. So like my school brought about this like taekwondo master now. Oh yeah, now let's him like come and be teaching students taekwondo. We needed to move our body. We had PE on Friday, but on Wednesday mornings we had taekwondo lessons. So like I always wanted to like know. I've always wanted to like know something about like kung fu, like taekwondo. I wanted to box. I always wanted to do something like I wanted to fight. I always wanted to fight. So when he did that thing, I always followed that man back. So any instructions he gave, I was following it. Like I was photocopying any of his steps. So that morning, there was this particular move that he told us to do. He was like, it's kind of this: you spread your legs apart, so you like in as if you want to go into a squat position, but like halfway there. That's like basically the move I was saying. You put your hands, like you put your hands in fist and then you rest it at your waist. But I was in this man was talking and was following him. I wasn't paying attention to anybody else. That was when the devil whispered to my classmates, like my class girls, that they should come and start playing what evil play like that. That play like that kind of thing whereby you stand behind somebody and then you push your leg, like you push your knees into the back of their knees and then like the other stumble or fall. In my situation, I almost died. Like daddy, I was in that position. I don't know. One person now came and now stood behind me, happily and proudly pushed her knee to the back of my knee. My leg just ah. My leg just went. Like it just like my hand, my leg. That was it. So my leg was in that position. I fell on the floor. I was screaming. People like the next I just hear people laugh. Like if someone is screaming by your side, it's like something might actually be wrong with them. But everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing. Okay, oh. Like the one man like now saw me. I left where he was standing in front of the assembly. Now came to me, so he was like trying to make me sit up. But there was a way my leg was. I couldn't sit up. Like it wasn't just funny. I was trying to sit up, but I couldn't sit up. The man just like lifts my hands. He came to my knee. He now moved my leg. Hey, people of God, I beat his leg. Like I had satisfaction biting the back of that man's leg. But I beat his leg shy. I don't know if he enjoyed him or if he didn't, but either way, he didn't tell me anything about it later. Then like after I think he moved my leg, then that's when I was able to stand up. And my like I was leaping badly. I was sleeping so badly. I had to walk to my class, sit down in my class. When my like that day, I was just wondering. Like I was not asking someone like who pushed me. Like me know. Like who pushed me. My plan was to report to my mother. Like if not African moms, my plan was to report to my mother. I didn't even bother myself. But then they refused to tell me, saying that I will not I'll beef the person. I'll do this one to the person. I'll do that one to the person. So after that one happened, Chad, it didn't really like, cause then sometimes I'll having lectures upstairs. My class was downstairs then. Sometimes I'll have lectures upstairs. I couldn't go upstairs because of my knee. Like someone was not even telling me that now why am I doing like this now? I'm exaggerating like my injury. That's like they've already paid for my school fees, they paid for my lessons, and I'm not going for my lessons. Man, I was like, are you stupid? Like I'm passing through pain here. So that day, my principal like told them to massage my leg. They massaged my leg. Hot water, aboniki, heat spray. Use these three things. Like they thoroughly massaged my legs that day. Like I've had the misfortune of every time I break my bone and dislocate it, I've had the misfortune of always massaging it. This third time, so the story was the same. Like after like about 2-3 days, I was sleeping around school. I wasn't able to go for classes or do anything. The principal then had to call my mom. So they called my mom. My mom came. She just saw me. She was like, "Help, baby also, baby also what?" That's how she now took me to that same man, the native man that did my hand. So that was where I went. So and then he did my leg. The third time I broke and dislocated my bone was when I was in SS1. So I broke and dislocated my bone just 2, just 3 SS1. SS1 was actually like kind of not my fault at all. Like how you didn't play a hand in it. That day, there's this particular teacher we have when I was in secondary school, Mr. Aga. He would just come to class like this. He would just be like, okay, like when I was in school, he'd be like, SS1, all of you should kneel down. Hey, whenever he says that thing, everybody just kneel down. Like nobody wants to try nonsense. So that day, no. Like he just came to our class, we're making noise. See, I'm not a noise maker. My classmates, like that's a whole different story. So that was kind of morning now. Like our class was so like wasn't morning or afternoon, but our class was very rowdy, daddy. So he now came to class, was like, SS1, all of you should kneel down. God, all of us just kneels down. Like, so now he now left the class and went back to his lab, because then my class was then upstairs, and the lab was like the next next class. The lab was like, this is my class, then the next thing is the lab. So that's where he stays. He's the physics teacher. So this one now, our class still making noise again. Man just entered class, just saw me asking for someone for dictionary. My heart was like, Jesus, I've entered. This man just came to where I was, just took board ruler. This guy flogged, like he flogged me. After this man finished flogging me, I couldn't like write. I couldn't write. That was when, so that evening now, I was actually complaining to my matron that I can't write. So that teacher told me to, she took me to like our principal's office. Our principal was just coming, she was like, that she's scared of touching my hand. That's just be like I broke my board again. But she was like, they should just massage his shoulder at his board ruler, because that man flogged with board ruler. Noms. So that's his how the next day the next day was I couldn't even turn my hand over. Just call my mother. My mother just looked at me. She didn't even tell me anything. She didn't even bother herself with me. She just took me to that man's place. And like this man's place is far from my house. Like I mean, it's so far. Like I mean, like you have to pass another town and pass another town before you can reach this man's town from the place I stay. So when's that man's place? Man, the first thing the man just told me as he saw me was customer. I was like, God forbid, you are who? Customer? Like, are you cursing me? So I'll be breaking bone and be bringing crack. Well, I don't know how you guys, I don't know who has ever done this whole stuff before. I don't know how you guys do this. This is horrible. Horrible. But then back to the story. So he just called me, told me customer. I was like, well, sure. He searched my hand. It was like that I dislocated and broke my hand again, like fractured my hand. But this time the fracture wasn't so bad. It was just like a crack on my bone and I dislocated my hand. So just to my like dislocation and breaking. As I went back to school, dislocation and breaking again. That was the third time in 3 consecutive years I broke my and dislocated my bone. So everybody just calling me breakable ceramic. My uncle was calling me ceramic on the norms. If he comes to visit me, ceramic, I'll just know he has come. Like it was that bad, and that's exactly what happened. So when I was in year 1 in university, I dislocated my ankle. Like because I've broken and dislocated my 2 wrists, my left and right. I've dislocated my right knee. I just know there was something. There's one more thing. That's just complete 4. It was raining something on my left leg. Year 1, I dislocated my left leg. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm no longer breaking anything anymore. And it was actually kind of funny. Yeah, when I dislocated my left leg, like if you are my schoolmate, if you see me in school, within 1 year, I sprained my leg twice. No, I sprained my leg 3 times. I sprained my leg 3 times. Yes, it was that bad. Yes, but the 3rd time I sprained my leg in year 1, the man, like the doctor was like, is he like slight dislocation though, but it won't take too long and I won't have to cast it. So he just used this bandage on my leg, and that was it basically. So like that's my life story. Now let me have to finish this water. Oh, this is horrible. So I've done this salt water thing. Like the taste is absolutely horrible. I don't know, but then I heard that it does flush. So, but then this is bad. Just drink tea instead. Like that's a laxative. And so guys, that was the end of today's video. I told you guys about my first 3 times, and I even added an extra. The 4 times I've dislocated my bones, and the 3 times I've fractured my bones. Yes, this is actually very, very funny. I'm so fragile, but let's hope it won't be like that again. If you like the video, like and comment down below. Have a lovely day. Comment down below what you want to see me do next in my next video, and that's basically Asia. So all those, I don't know, like this period of lockdown, I don't know, like I think the lockdown will stay isn't though. But all those who are writing exams, good luck to you. Good luck. And to all those who are done with their exams, good luck too. Then to all those who are not writing exams, good luck too in everything what you want to do. Have a lovely day. Bye.